we're going to recover on this heading. Or at this altitude as well.
Good money. I like it, right?
Agreed. That was
good.
awesome.
That was good, right? Just remember coordination on the back end too, right? Our ball was a little out. We could have stepped on it, but good job. All right. Well, you can climb up to 3,500 feet on this heading here.
Okay, 3,500.
Once you get up to 3,500, I want you to do everything that you have to do prior to starting your maneuvers. Our first maneuver is going to be slow flight.
Okay. Pre-maneuver checklist.
Good.
Fuel pump's going to go on, landing light's going to go on, everything's going up there. Pre-maneuver checklist, we're going to stay at 3,500, going to get back down there, a little turbulent today. Fuel pump, landing light on, good. And we're going to do our first turn out to the left here, looking for traffic.
All right, sir, whenever you're ready, you go ahead and give me slow flight.
Okay. Johnson traffic, Archer 282, Bravo Lima, 10 miles to the southeast. We'll be maneuvering at 3,500, Johnson. All right, let's start slowing us down now. Looking for 1,700 RPM. Good, below 102, first notch. Up a little bit more, good, second notch. Third notch. Okay, we'll let it keep coming, slowing down.
Sunset Bravo Lima, left downwind,
Good, looking at 2,000, 150 heading, 3,555. Up just a little bit more power, sinking a little bit. A little bit more power, try 21. Pitch up a little bit more.
There you go.
There we go.
If you notice, you're sinking, right?
Yep.
Because we're in the region of reverse command, right? We're pitching for that airspeed power for altitude. Good. All right, once you get stabilized, go ahead and give me a left turn to a 120 degree heading.
All right, left turn, 120 heading.
All right.
2,000.
Give me a climb to 3,800 feet.
All right, climb to 3,800 feet on a 120 heading, staying at 55 knots.
All right, once you level off here at 3,800 feet, recover from slow flight.
Okay. Covered at 3,800 and recover slow flight. Full power, nose down, first notch flaps. The airspeed build. Good, past 64, stabilized. Second notch. Good, past 76. Last notch, climbing away.
Good.
There's
all right, give me a left turn to a 030 degree heading.
All right, left turn, 030. Pull out the power and start turning over there.
That was good, right? Just remember anticipating that sink or climb, right?
Yeah.
Because we want to manipulate our altitude with that power there, okay?
Yep.
Good, but besides that, good job. Next, when you're ready, go ahead and give me a power off stall.
Power off stall, got it. All right.
Just remember, what do we do before all the maneuvers?
Would you like pre-turnings, or would you like pre-maneuver turns?
Area is still clear.
Area is still clear. Good. All right, start pulling power out now. First notch flaps. Good. Second notch flaps. 38, don't want to blow by it.
Traffic 107, left down 120.
Good, start pushing the nose down. Looking for 500 feet per minute, descent, 70 knots. A little more power to get to 70. Good, there's 70. 500 feet per minute. Good, power's coming out. Good, stall. First notch. Looking for 64. Good, 64 stable. Second notch, looking for 76. Climb back up to 3,800. Push nose down, good, there's 76. Up, and last notch.
Good job. Hey, get back up to 3,800 feet, right? Just remember that heading, right? Staying coordinated there, because you get slow, we don't want to veer off that heading because we have those tolerances, right? But good job. All right, once you get stable back at 3,800 feet, go ahead and give me a power on stall.
Okay. 3,800 right there. We'll start pulling the power back for 76. Would you like clearing turns?
Area is still clear.
Area still clear. Good. I don't see any traffic outside either. Pulling that back out, holding altitude.
John traffic, Cherokee 4606 Romeo is about 14 miles to the northeast. Going to be setting up for the 45 left downwind 21, John.
Pitching up, pitching up, pitching up. Good, nose down. Looking for 64. Or no, right back to 76, right back to 76.
Good. All right, level off at 4,000.
Okay.
Johnson, back to Catalina, departing 21, left
Cool.
approach Johnson.
Just remember, right, you're heading, right? Just watch that. That's just the small detail just so far, but besides that, it's been good. It's just remember, right, bug your altitude. If it's an altitude, bug that heading, and then airspeed, and you can start the maneuver. But good job. All right, let's do a 180-degree turn back here. Let's go to about to the left. We'll go back to about a 213. Get set up like you want to. Go ahead and give me some steep turns.
Sounds good. I like, there's something over here I can use. There's like a silo, it looks like.
Cool.
Starting heading. That I like. Let's get back to 4,000 feet.
Sounds traffic, A11 Bravo Lima, left base, 21 Johnson.
Delta 274 Bravo Lima, taxiing blue line via flat out Johnson.
Good, there we go. I got my reference point outside. I'm going to re-up that heading. We're going to get back to 100 knots here. Like 2350 for today.
758 Bravo Lima, left crosswind 21 Johnson.
Good, 100, 194, and that heading's good. All right, let's do it.
Sounds traffic, A11 Bravo Lima, final 21 Johnson.
Getting a little, losing a little bit of altitude. Gonna start pulling up and add a bit of power. Pull up a little bit more, still losing some altitude. Good, coming up on our heading now.
758 Bravo Lima, left downwind 21 Johnson.
Good, and back over the other side. Altitude's good, airspeed's good, coordinated. A little fast, pull up just a little bit, pull out a hair of power.
Good.
A little more power, coming back on our heading. There we go, right back on our heading.
Bingo. Look, good job. I like how you made those adjustments throughout the maneuver, right?
Yep.
We noticed that we were getting a little bit slow at the beginning, right? You bumped up a little bit of power, right? And you just made those small little adjustments. That's what you can do once you roll into that maneuver and if you maintain that altitude rolling into the maneuver. Because if you roll into the maneuver and you start a descent, right, you're just going to, the whole first half of the maneuver, you're going to chase yourself trying to get back to your altitude, but that was good.
Yep.
Good job.
Agreed, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and do an accelerated stall to the right.
Accelerated, oh, you're switching it up on me.
Yeah,
I always
why
do
not?
it to the left.
Let's do one to the right.
All right, let's go back over
Traffic
here a little
31 Bravo
bit.
Lima, taxi one
Get
up
back
the
on
Alpha.
Cardinal heading. Do you want clearing turns?
Area is still clear.
Area is still clear, good.
Cool.
A little bit nose down, get that airspeed back. There we go, all right, here we go. Off to the right. Just holding that altitude.
Send the Patrick Bravo Lima, final 21 Johnson.
Good, start climbing away.
Good. Good, get back to 4,000 feet, and let's go back to about to the right.
Okay.
Yep. 050 is fine. Good, so just remember with that one, right, once we hit that first indication, right, we're dropping that nose and then rolling those wings level and starting to slowly bring that nose back up.
Yep.
But that was good.
Better than the last couple days I've been doing.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, let's do another one. So
we're going to do one to the left, though, this time.
Yeah, we'll do one to the left. That's fine. We'll do one to the left to get just back, get yourself set up like you want to, and we'll do an accelerated stall to the left.
Sounds good. All right, like my heading I'm at, I'm going to pull down a little bit of airspeed, a little bit of altitude. See any traffic? Area still clear?
Yep, and then just remember, once you get past that 30-degree point, right, you can go
full
power out. Right.
Let's try again. Here we go.
There you go. Can you hold that pitch? There you go.
Hold that 4,000 feet, a little bit less left rudder. Keep holding it, keep holding it.
Good. Drop that nose, there you go. Roll wings level, coordinated. Start that slow pitch back up. Good.
It's back up to 4,000 now.
Alright, we'll come over here to about 212.
Alright, 212.
Once we get over to the 212, and get out here over a little bit, so actually we'll come up just a little bit to the left. We'll go 200.
Runway 21 at Foxtrot, taxiing back to Alpha Johnson.
0 heard.
Okay, once we get over here, go ahead and we'll do a Chandelle.
Okay. I'm going to go on a heading of 180, my cardinal headings for that.
Nice.
Switch it up this time. On one. I forget, that's the line. Go. Good. Alright, let's get back down to 4,000. Get on our heading here. We're gonna switch the check. A fuel pump. Good.
Road Executive Victor 945, Papa Victor, about 7.5 miles to the west-southwest, the Arca to the
Talk me through this maneuver before we start it, what's going to happen during the different phases and stuff.
So we're going to start banking over right when we get to 30 degrees of bank. We're going to go full power and slowly start pitching up for 15 to 17 knots, or not knots, for pitch up attitude.
Okay.
We want to be at 15 to 17 degrees of pitch up by the time we're 90 degrees into the turn.
Good.
And then once we get to that 90-degree turn, we're holding that pitch and slowly starting to reach out that bank and onto the complete opposite heading we're at, just above stall speed.
Yep. Maintaining coordination while we're doing this one too,
yep.
Right? Cool.
All right.
All yours.
Area still looks clear. Would you like clearing turns?
Nope. Area is still clear.
All right. Area is still clear. All right. Let's give it a go. Start going to the left here. Slowly start pitching up. Good. There's 30 degrees.
Traffic, Cherokee 4606 Romeo, 45, left downwind 21, full stop, Johnson.
Good, there's our 90, slowly start working the bank out.
Nice.
Executive Victor 945, Papa Victor is going to enter a left downwind runway 28 to the full stop, enter road.
Now we're going to recover on this heading. Or at this altitude as well.
Good money. I like it, right?
Agreed. That was
good.
awesome.
That was good, right? Just remember coordination on the back end too, right? Our ball was a little out. We could have stepped on it, but good job. Let's go level off at 4,000. Let's level off 4,500, right?
Okay, 4,500.
We'll come over here to about a 030 heading.
Okay, 4,500 and 303. 030.
How'd that feel?
Much better than the last couple of days we got.
Yeah, definitely. I like how, and that TDI really can help you, right? You can visualize, right? Because you want to be looking outside while you're doing this maneuver, right? But when you check inside, just to do your scan, right? You can see, all right, hey, this is where I am, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
A little fast here.
Come out here just a little bit. All right, we'll come out here, and once you are ready, we'll go ahead and give me a